You will not lie, because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers that are in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's face the issue.
All finance of all road networks in the country, major road network, has signed on the a 10-year electricity financing. 10 years for the World Bank.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not lie, because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
The government, all the ministers that are in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's face the issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, but what I say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Nicky.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jarrah's life didn't go up. Yeah, West Wall betray the labor. Yeah, can't call over to finish give oh. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are living oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter oh. But what can the tree will go? Waka oh, we tire oh. Waka oh, what can the tree will go? Waka oh, we tire oh. Waka oh, what can the tree will go? Waka oh, we tire oh.
Okay. Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the team got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on this song, the 22 million roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only one talking say we are coming up bro. The people say from Ghana, the people say police for A, yellow machine for China, they come and say they no for A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, just like Baga been poor in Mexico.
What they get it, made them to SAP. What they get it, made them to SAP.
What on the tree will go? Waka oh, we tire oh. Waka oh, what on the tree will go? Waka oh, we tire oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get a comment like LACC.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, par la fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part in the asking when the train will go? But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing that make all the back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think of CPP document.
The house are sending like they don't a young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for back out the rapid. The country pie on a hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see your failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, training position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. by the rule of law. We have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact.
If I'm president of this country, I should go show you his wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to instantly because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What will the book do for him? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No heat, no tea.
When he was 12 years under Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brady to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, our Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving our Bible for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. He doesn't going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun office, my own son office that I went and found a resolution. I asked many seconds, why you all did this? You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So, starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
President Boyka 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the dividend on some of these crowds. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the road from Keferi Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true. But it was blocked in the pipeline. The President Boyka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then.
So, okay. So, what a wonderful way to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Whatever you are, welcome to the program, Face the Issues. And of course, we're so grateful again to join you this evening to discuss more about our country, Liberia. This is our country. We need to keep fighting for our country. Yeah, let's keep fighting for our country. No one will do it for us. Unlike we ourselves, we got to do it for ourselves. Nobody will absolutely do it for us. That's why we need to keep fighting for our country. How you doing? Let's keep fighting together. Oh yes, they say united we stand, divided we fall. Definitely will continue to be strong and stronger. And of course, we are getting stronger in fight as a country. Yes, we're making some significant strides. Oh yes. Oh yes. Moving on. In spite of the different situations, the different circumstances, we'll not back down. We'll keep fighting for our country because this country is ours. So we have a responsibility to our country, like the saying goes, ask not what your country can do for you, but certainly what you can do for your country. It speaks to patriotism. We got to be patriotic about our country. We got to fight for our country. We got to fight to develop our country. Like I always say, no one else will do it for us. We ourselves. We got to keep fighting for our country. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing so great. And I'm so happy. I'm happy, very, very happy to join you and to talk more about our country. Too many things happening in the country. And this too is Liberia. That's the only thing we can say. But how you doing, people? Good people. How you doing? We're so grateful to have you on tonight. And that's why we're always grateful because you're always there joining us to talk more about Liberia. And that shows that you are certainly patriotic Liberians because you're always there so concerned about your country. You want to know happiness in your country. What are you in or out? For those of you in the diaspora, we're so grateful to you because you're there, so concerned about your country. And by traveling into different countries, it does not take, that citizenship. Yes, you may be Liberian and travel to the U.S., your citizenship is not withheld. Yes, and your citizenship will never be withheld because you are in the U.S. You could be in the U.S., you could be in France, you could be in another country. You are still Liberian. Your citizenship as a Liberian is never withheld. So I'm happy to join you again. The rest of the team, our great panelists from the diaspora. Will be joining me. I can see some of them in the backstage. I will add them to the stage very soon. And let me see. Let's look at the roster quickly. Then we can go to the panelists in the diaspora. So let's start up with this. I think Moses Soare. Let's go for Moses Soare, and we can do the roster. Look at the roster. Oh yes. Then we start the ball rolling. So this is Moses Soare. He's a typical Liberian. People trying to find life. It doesn't matter how long you try. Oh yeah. At the stage, never give up. You gotta be strong. Keep going. It's time to keep moving. It's time to keep going. So let's go quickly to the roster. So the first person who joined us today on this edition of the show is Salam. Then Salam Demi was the first one for 756. Oh yes. And we have from Australia, Salam Demi, the first person to join us tonight. We move next. Who's next? Next person is Rita Hart. Rita Hart joined us sharp 8 o'clock. Yes, Massachusetts. That's the piece of America. Yeah, Rita Hart. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. We move on to the next person. The next person is Abel Mator Jr. Abel Mator joined us 2 minutes past 8 o'clock. And followed by Ruth Woodward Mine. Yes, she joined us for the United States. Yes, Ruth Julio Bine. She joined us 2 minutes past 8 o'clock. Then we have William W. Wulu. William Wulu joined us 2 minutes past 8 o'clock. Oh, yes. Then we have Steny Botti. Steny Botti joined us 2 minutes past 8. Yes. Oh, yes. So great people. We have William Koff. William Koff joined us within 2 minutes past 8. We have Musu Yango. Yvonne Dennis. Yeah, 2 past 8. Too many persons joined us at the same time. 2 past 8, 2 past 8. What's going on? We have Abe. Well, that's Bobody. Yes, Abe Bobody. So we have Abe Bobody joined us 2 past 8. We have Philip Kura. Philip Kura joined us 2 past 8. We have Dalito Dennis. We have Amara Jallo Kamara. Of course, 3 past 8. Of course, he joined us. 3 past 8. We have Saint and Ganassi. Saint and Ganassi. Saint and Ganassi joined us 3 past 8. We have Willow Bro. Who joined us 4 past 8. And of course, the watchers from the USA. Oh, yeah. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Emmanuel Bro. He joins us from Minneapolis. Epi, Jerry Jr. And of course. So the list goes on. We have Paris Robert. Paris Robert joined us 4 past 8 from the USA. Oh, yes. The state of New Jersey. Oh, yes. USA. We have Patricia Dawn. Yes, 5 past 8. Patricia Dawn. And of course, Jess Camotet. Jess Camotet. 5 past 8. 5 past 8. So, for thanks to all people joining us, we may not call us the names because of time. So, we pray so grateful again to join people like you said. Let us know about our country, and certainly this is our country and the country that we will never be deported. So, I have the rest of the team. Let me add them to stage quickly. Prince Sharif is right here with me. Oh, Prince, great man. Prince, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. It's nice having you on tonight on the show. How are you, Prince?
Well, we are grateful. We want to give the Almighty another, thanks and appreciation for giving us the opportunity to be counted among the living. Even though the news from back home is not one that one can boast about, but again, we are grateful that we are here to share this moment with family, friends, and others around the world. So thank you. We are here.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what I like? That's what I said, about Liberians. Liberians are united and they are committed. When a Liberian man or woman tells you that, I'm in this, or we are in this together, and we'll fight, we'll beat the odds, to the end. And definitely, they are committed people. They are people who are definitely committed, very, very committed. And the liberation of our country depends on all of us, not one person. No, one person will not do it. That's why we got to do it together. And that's why you see Prince, you see Leo, you see the great Anthony at law, Anthony Abraham God sent Will. You see William Bro, the rest of the team. For you, who always following up on issues, always there, following the live screen. Yes, make sure that, you are also part of this discussion. You have not left, you are not being left out. You are certainly part of this discussion. Let's keep fighting for our country. Too many things, like you said, too many things happening in the country. And like somebody was saying, one of the issues in our country, now a lot of people are looking at, it is the issue about land dispute everywhere, people breaking down homes, demolition, every part of the country. Most especially Montserrat County, the nation's capital. I shouldn't say the country because there are other counties, people are not demolishing homes, unlike for the nation's capital, Monrovia. Imagine people live somewhere for more than 5-10 years. You have lived there more than 10, 15, 20 years. You have established, built homes. All of a sudden, you only see yellow machines. You only see maybe instruction from the court. You see sheriff, you see police armed to say, oh, my young man,
this area is no longer yours. You got to leave. You got to leave right now. No hesitation. You got to leave. And looking at your home, something that you have worked over the years to make sure build those homes. You're looking at it in anguish, in despair, in distress, and looking at the yellow machine, bringing it down to ground level. It's so painful. But this is our country. And now people are beginning to realize that, yes, they say when you choose the wrong leader, the nation suffers. When you choose the right leader, people enjoy, people celebrate. But now people are not rejoicing. That is to tell you that you made mistake in 2023. You didn't choose those leaders who have the impact to the pedigree to shift the paradigm of our country. You see where our country is heading. And now we have to sit on this round table again to discuss how can we liberate, how can we take our country back? How can we revive the economy of how can we resuscitate the economy of our country? But let's move on to our discussion. So let me welcome Leo first before we move on. Leo, thanks for joining us. Leo, good evening. Can you get me, Leo?
Good evening. Yeah, I can get you. Good evening.
It's good. I'm so excited to see you.
My brother Prince and listening audience via social media and radio land. Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you, Leo. I'm getting you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining on Leo Prince. And I'm sure very soon in Jaffe, William Brown will also be joining, or that will be subsequent. Yes, we expect to see him very soon. William Brown will join us. So let's start the ball rolling. And folks, like we said, too many things happening in the country, and most especially the Diaspora edition of the program face the issues is about major happenings during the course of the week. And there are too many trending issues that took place during the week. Before we move any further, let me add, bro. I think bro is here right now. Bro, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
And
thanks to Prinzo and our brother Leo.
Bon après-midi. Oh no, bonsoir, right?
Oui, bonsoir. Maintenant, c'est bonsoir. Bon après-midi, c'est good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay, bonjour, morning. Bon après-midi, good afternoon. Bonsoir is good evening. So, how is it?
Don't get it, man. You can't start us again. Don't make broadcast start us again. I beg you.
Oh, I can't start. Merci.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. Okay, let's start moving. Now, first, like we said, too many things happening during the course of the week. And today, the LACC, and that's the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, cleared a former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, now Margibi County Senator Nathaniel Mangill, of corruption allegations or charges. He was accused of payroll party when he was Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. And I think, let me see what I can read that release out to you. Let me see what I can share with you. We can okay. As you can see, that's the release, and I want to read it out from here and to tell. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. So let me see what I can get here. Let me get it quickly. Let me get it communication quickly. But you can see it on the screen. I just want to share this with you. I just want to read it out. But that is the communication on the screen, as you can see. So the LACC says they have done all of their investigations, and there's no probable cause to hold Senator Mangill for payroll partnering. That's what they say. I'll read it. I'll read the communication over. Don't worry. But let's start the discussion. So, folks, it's not about politics, but it's about the reality. What did the party folks say prior to the 2023 election? What did they tell the Liberian people? What did they say? when they said they wanted to come to power. Didn't the folks, the United Party folks say that they accused McGill, Senator McGill, of taking the Liberian people money. There were too many things said to the election, my man. You know how the people know how to run with false information, misleading information. In fact, to the extent they said that when Senator McGill buried his mom, he said, I have so much money that they play all the bundle of money. I play McGill career. He buried. That play when they said at the tomb of the mother. And that's what the United Party people said. That's what they said. They said that money McGill buried down there. You see the graves alone, that tomb, that's so money inside. All the men took the money, do they want. He carried people name, ghost name, all kinds of things. That's what he said. And that's why they told the Liberian people that George Weah officials were taking money. In fact, they stole huge sum of money in the country. That in fact, if they were to come to power, they will authenticate everything they said during the election. They will proof beyond all reasonable doubts. They will substantiate their claims against former officials of government. Today, the LACC acquitted. McGill has been acquitted of corruption allegations, corruption scandals. They say a whole lot. But do they honor this very Joseph Boakai government? Honor this government. They can prove, they fail to prove claims that McGill took money. They didn't stop there. They went to that was one of the key messages. That was one of the key messages during the election. That the then Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Samuel Tuer, they said, what? The man took billions of dollars. That's something. And today they're struggling to substantiate their claims. They can sustain their claims. Some time ago, the very United Party folks, they said, when the Capitol building was gutted by fire, they said, in fact, it was the speaker who orchestrated the arson attack at the Capitol building. Today, they are struggling to prove their case. Today, they are struggling to prove their case. They can't prove any case. Today, the Liberians are beginning to understand, they are beginning to know that, everything that was said in 2023 election, it was just those things that were said were, mere propaganda. It was not the reality about the CDC government or government officials. Then officials of government. That was not the reality. And they were only using that as a trump card to get to power. And they said we will mislead the Liberian people. The Liberian people, I mean. We are going to mislead the Liberian people. We will lie to them. And we'll definitely lie our way to power. They lied. They say a lot. They say a lot. Today they can't prove it. And if they say that they must change the venue of the arson case, they must take it from here, they carry it somewhere else. In fact, the government cannot prove her case. It's crystal clear that the government cannot prove her case. Why is the government coming out now? With all of the pieces of evidence you presented, Gregor Como went there to the court. They make a whole box filled. That the evidence there now to indict Funatico for now. All the pieces of evidence they say they have evidence, sophisticated evidence to prove their case. And today they are struggling against the former speaker, Kofa and co-defendants. You're talking about them the case for you because the media, public sentiment. Wow, are you kidding me? What kind of public sentiment? When did you know that there was public sentiment or there was media coverage. So what is about the case that the media should not be involved? That you want to carry in the jungle? What sort of justice it is? So now today is a public sentiment. Yeah. So when Greg arrested the former speaker, join him at the Montreal Central Prison, he didn't know that there was, when Greg could come on, the very Greg could come on, that's why for the cover here, when they went for the conference at the Supreme Court, when the justice in chambers, Yusuf Kaba invited them to a conference, I think it was and day before yesterday or day before yesterday. And when they came for the conference, the man said, why would they be talking about? They said they have all the evidence. Now they can't prove. Why would they be talking about media when the very Greg Coleman, Police Inspector General Greg Coleman, Greg was the first person that had press conference about the arson issue. He was the first person that invited the media to have press conference. Then today they come up. They said they must change the venue of the case. Where are we heading, folks? Just to tell you that those UP folks, they are liars. And Liberian are understanding. They are getting to know they are liars. So let me just read this out quickly. Then we cross over to our team from the diaspora. It says Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission clearance certificate. This is to clarify that Honorable Nathaniel F. McGill, former Minister of State, was subject of an investigation conducted by the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission, LACC, on allegations of payroll padding at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs for the period of 2018-2023. So from 2018 to 2023, payroll padding. Yes, allegation of payroll padding. Upon thorough examination of the facts and available evidence, it has been determined that there is no probable cause to pursue legal criminal proceedings against the said individual or company. Accordingly, no charges have been filed and the case has been closed. The clearance is issued based on the findings of the investigation and does not serve as an endorsement or guarantee beyond the scope of the specific inquiry conducted. I read that again. The clearance is issued based on the findings of the investigation and does not serve as an endorsement or guarantee beyond the scope of the specific inquiry conducted. For verification or further inquiries, please contact Mr. Baba N. Bwaka at bbbuaka@yahoo.com, phone number, blah, 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 blah. Signed, Councillor Alexandra Kezo, Executive Chairperson, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission. And that is it. That is it, folks. But this is the kind of culture we're in. But it's good that Liberians are beginning to know. So let's cross over now to our diaspora team. Let's hear their point or their side of this particular topic. So cross over, Prince, and the rest of the team.
Yes, sir. Again, thank you so very kindly. Let me say to our people, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my people. Your hello from wherever you're joining us from. I want to welcome our fellow panelists, my brother, bro. Greetings from our end, from the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, to you, and also to my brother Leo. I want to say welcome again, and to our brother Newton. It's a privilege to always have you, and thank you for the sacrifices you continue to make. I want to start here with a statement, a post from one of the deputy at the LDEA, the former deputy at the LDEA. He is called Bawu Koho, I think, something like that. He said on his Facebook handle, he said, from what I'm seeing right now, I can unapologetically say that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah and the CDC failed miserably, not in governance, but in propaganda. I repeat, he said the CDC did not fail in governance or in propaganda. Do I agree with him? Well, we'll go into it. My people, President Weah had people who hated him because he was Weah. They believed that a Weah should no way be near the presidency. And the kind of people that he gave opportunity to, even though they are Liberians, but these people believe and felt that these people should not be in government. When President Weah took over the governance of the state of Liberia, he decided that it is now time that our brothers and our sisters who have the requisite idea and experience come on board and work. It is not time that we take people from, they are Liberians, but let's make use of our people here. Because by so doing, it costs us little and we can do much. They are also Liberians and were denied for a very long time. So let us include them in government. Let's work together and make use of the diaspora expertise. The political elite that have always built their base abroad and they feel that everything must be from abroad, they got angry, they got agitated. Why is it we should bring around here a Samuel Tue? Look at the men name. Why is it you should bring around here a Magay? They boy where we were living right here, in the Bella Forest and what have you. Why must he bring people like Koji? What did Koji know? Why must he bring Mamesi Kaba and all the other rest of it? So they develop a hate against President Weah because of his form of government and governance. To the extent that these people, because look, you can't rule this out. They've stayed long in power for a very long time. So they were able to use their influence and affluence. They were able to use their connections in higher places to light on the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah to say that people who were around, to be specific in this case, Honorable Magay, that they made still money, they made this. Look at Magay, they made what we knew around here. His stomach will not even big. Look at the mayor, they made stomach big. To the extent that some of us who are not even in government, people look at us because of the quota in the play, our live now change. They say, the people they well, all of them were eating the money. All of them. And they lie. And say, the people then they were eating the money. And Nathaniel Magay, who was the minister at the time for presidential affairs, they used all of the lies to the extent they even lied to their international partners. That this man collected money, he did this, payroll paddling, and all the other rest of it. We are grateful today that an investigation was conducted not under the Weah-led administration, but under a Boyka administration, where today Honorable Magay has been vindicated of what they lied about on him. My issue here is those that were affected, remember, it was because of this law, 700 plus of our people, they were laid off illegally from the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. What becomes of these people? These people work diligently for their country, not for President Weah, not for Nathaniel Magay, but they were working for the Republic of Liberia. And because this government is vindictive, and because these people, they have no human feeling, they put down these people to the extent that even EPS, who were working for the nation, these people were put down. They were humiliated. They were disgraced. We all know the story of what happened to these EPS people. They were disgraced. So what became of these people? Now that it has been clear that there were no payroll paddling, now that Honorable Magay has been vindicated, what happened to those who were affected? You see, when the government is built on hate, this is what happened. Remember, similar thing happened to Emma Glasgow, for which Joseph Newman Boyka took action and removed Emma Glasgow from from fishery. Emma Glasgow decided that, look, this will not be the end.
I will vindicate myself. My character must be clean. And she ran to the court, the international court. Today, the same LACC have cleared Emma Glasgow. What becomes of a character is just to tell us that this government is vindictive, is hateful, that they are not proceeding in line with law. They are looking at people political affiliation to be able to indict them. That all similar thing like you say happening to Honorable Samuel Tue. The law that they may not part of national security, saying so not about to use money on that purpose. Only for them to present the case. The court came up and said, "But they may a member of national security." So what is happening against members of the CDC, especially the opposition, is what we call political witch hunt. It is becoming clearer and clearer that seditions in this government have been earmarked in witch hunt by this particular regime. But again, that's where we find ourselves. The lies will be exposed. Thank you. I want to pause here as I gave our others the opportunity.
All right. Thank you, Prince. And I think either of you, Leo, which one of you coming first? Leo and bro.
Yeah. Yeah, let me say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to our listening audience via social media and radio land. Happy Friday to you all. But look, to my people here, am I supposed to celebrate or am I supposed to jubilate because my girl has been proven, innocent? No. You see, when we choose to come on this platform to defend our people, it's because we know the character. It's because we know the character. So I am not in jubilating mood. I know the big brother. I know my girl. He's a fine and disciplined young man. When the man said, "Look, you can go," he exposed everything. He said, "You audit me. You do what you can do." And today, these are the findings to yet again vindicate and to prove our point that these united parties, they don't know what they are doing. They claim to be the big people party, but yet we are seeing the lots of flaws that's happening. Look, my brother, look, this is another level of witch hunt, and I'm seeing something in beginning to play. We will not fall for this rhetoric. We knew Maggie was innocent all along, but there's something these guys are getting at. Maggie is a fine man. You think that this man character, even up to the extent of sanctioning this man. Today, this very party is proving that, you can find nothing. My brother Prince, if you can find nothing, let the man go. But what we are asking this government is to apologize. We heard a few days ago the police chief got on the national television by the way of spoon and yet vindicated our point again when he spoke about these 3 missing boys. These are the patterns. We are asking this government to apologize to our people for lying, using the gullibility of our people to malign and lie and pinch the character of our well-being, our good people. I'm asking this government to come up publicly and apologize if they have the moral rectitude, which I know they don't have. My brother Prince, we saw the IG came up and said, "Oh, that case has been closed." But these were things that they campaigned on. So for my girl to be vindicated today, I am not shocked. Of course, I will not be jumping because I knew the outcome. We knew the outcome. What I'm saying to this government, when you do these kind of things, get the I don't want to call that name, but get the mind and come back on public media and apologize because you lied to the Liberian people and they don't deserve that. But all of these things that are happening when it comes to the speaker, former speaker Fanati Kofa's case being transferred. My guy, are you forgetting? Isn't this same Speaker Kun, this current Speaker Kun, that threatened to whip a journalist if he transfer anything outside the court? So when you see them trying to divert cases to say, "Oh, we are hiding from the journalists," this is all, no, it's a diversionary tactic. These things are done by design. You want to go in something like cave, call up Fanati Kofa, and then come up with something like that. It will not work. We are seeing right through these guys. These guys are clamping down on journalists by the hour, my brothers. They are trying to put their foot on the necks of the journalists by suppressing the reports that come out. Because why? We know that the truth and the facts will come out. So that's what they're doing. It's all rhetoric, it's all delayed tactics, but it's by design. Our current speaker said if any journalists go out there and bring out any kind of news, he will whip them into the 21st Liberia. You threaten to whip a journalist. for which a judge is former President Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah gave rights to all freedom of speech. By the way, as a matter of fact, just a few days ago, Teacher Light and the Excellency Dr. George Manneh Weah were all on a soccer field playing, embrace the journalists. You know what Dr. George Manneh Weah said? Whether you're from the United Party, whether you from the CDCO, all of you come because we are all one Liberian. But today the speaker said, if you come and report anything, I'm going to beat you. So before I submit them to my brother or bro here, it's all about design. We know what is coming, but we ask them to apologize to our Liberian people for lying. You can lie your way to the presidency, but you cannot lie to government. And we are seeing right through them. Let me say thank to you.
All right, Leo, thank you for your points. Your points are so salient. They are so, informative and educative. We'll cross quickly to bro, William, bro, the freshman, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you again to my brother Newton and then Prince, and then you, Leo, who just spoke. You see, every day we live, they keep justifying to us that they lie on the past government. Prince just read something about someone. I think it was Ronald Dobayu who shared that, reposted that, right? I think I saw that on Ronald Dobayu post. So when I saw it, I wanted to comment, but I left it. I said, but the man is right. But if you sometimes read deeply, you may not agree with him. But when you go in the profundity of that, you will agree with him. But the blame cannot be on us as a government. It's because the lie confused the gullible people. There were massive lies that were told during the Weah administration. And I always told people, during the President Weah administration, there were nobody should tell you, say there were no information that were coming off fighting. No. Many citizens fought the information. They were all on the air. They were all on the social media. But we got one fault. On a screen propaganda of such, the best PRO at the time is the individual himself, which is the arrowhead. It's supposed to be President Weah himself. So they took advantage of President Weah's quietness and manipulated the people. Because every time they come up with lie, most of the lie was transferred to Weah. So President Weah needed to come up always to give clarity, which President Weah is not a man of such nature. He believes that let the will of God be done. He knows that he's a clear-hearted person. He was governing very well. So everything that they did today is playing out for our good. Now, can these Liberian people listen carefully? For me, it's not sufficient. The LACC should stop giving people only clearance, and the people say, come on and say, oh, LACC free me. No. LACC, the same way they can call people, then they generally then be running. When they try to arrest people, LACC, anytime they want to free those people of their charges, they should call big press conference too, and announce it, say we free Peter Paul, we free Mary Brown, and then they should publish it in newspaper. That's what they need to do, because when they were arresting those people or going for those people, they were all publicized on the media. So why is it when the people are leaving from there, when they're giving up clearance, it cannot be publicized? I believe individuals should start publicizing their communication. They should make that communication, they should call press conference to always give a release or to say what is going on. Today, this LACC information they brought is a clear picture that even the sanction that they put on Senator Mange was all political. You know, Liberian people quite a belief thing, because in our country, many people poor. So it's easy to fool a poor man who ain't have food to eat. Because when you tell a poor man, say, do you know that anyone who making 2,000 in Liberia can live like a king? If you're managing yourself well, you can live like a king. People will think you get hundreds of thousands. But it cannot happen in the Western world. You get 2,000, you get $100 you get. It can't do nothing. But I tell you now, I can put 3,000 in my pocket. I go to Labrador, but 2 weeks I will flash there. I come by you think I get 10,000 or 15 or 20,000 in my pocket. So to enjoy in Labrador is easy. So you have ministers who were making 5,000. Some of them making 6,000, and you think they will live like they were? They will have to live good. But then the politician will use it as a propaganda and say, hey, see how the man living, and they do the money too, they go against good people. So people should learn, people should know. But thank God, and Newton, let me just stop this far that Senator Mange is free from that, and let LACC keep publishing it and make press conferences when they want to release these people from the quagmire. It's very important.
You say you will force, eh? I hear that word for a long time.
Oh yeah, you will force. 3,000, you can force. You to say that you come with 100,000 because Labrador cheap. Newton, Labrador is one of the cheapest country on earth. 3,000 right now. That's why I told people, yeah, people we in Labrador or minister, somebody, do you know somebody who makes 2,000? I just want to give you an example quick before you transition. Do you know someone who makes 2,000 in Liberia and someone who made 4,000 in the Western world? If that man who making 2,000 in Labrador managing money where he can get rich more than the man who making 4,000 in the Western world because he doesn't pay taxes, he's not paying, that man not paying more taxes, he ain't doing nothing. He just managing money. Stop doing plenty of woman business and focus on your life, and maybe your woman to whom with your children you will get richer than the person who making 4,000 in the Western world. Because our 4,000 made in the Western world is useless. We get more money and we spend more money in bills. You can't even know how your money lost on your account. You will be checking, say, but wait now, yeah, just go on the land with it. So I don't. So that's it, my brother. That's just it.
Yeah, thank you, guys. So, sometimes poverty can subject people to, taking decisions that sometimes they don't intend to take, but it's almost like the highway, but the only way. You don't want to take the decision, but you are poor. So now, maybe the decision you might take will not be, an independent decision. That decision will be based on maybe you are poor, poverty, and you don't want to do it, but you just have to do it because you have to survive for by means of survivability. So those kind of decisions are based on the kind of condition, the prevailing situation. So at that particular moment, it is not you who is making the decision. It is because of the condition, that poverty condition, that is subjecting you to making the decision. But independent, you don't want to do it. But it is that condition that making the take. Yeah, sometimes our people take decisions not because they're ready. Because I believe that our people are so rational. Our people are rational. I trust them. Yes. But sometimes things get tough. Like, bro, he just said it. He just said it all. Like in Liberia, things are tough. Things are tense. It's not easy. So one man who making even $1,000 US on a monthly basis, that man lives in one community. That man lives like a king. Yeah. Somebody who making just 1,000 US. That man lives in some kind of community, and that man living a king down there. The next thing the man want to be represented because the man feel that when he working, everybody coming down, she gave me some of the tea, not easy. So the next thing that man thinking that he wants to be representative. That political something because the man said, but now I want to increase the money. Yeah. But that's the situation, folks. That's the situation. But this is our country that we say we'll not back down. We'll keep fighting for our country. And we can only succeed in this fight when we hold together. And that's what we're doing right now. And I can see us holding together. We are definitely holding together. That's why we are holding together. And the whole thing about the United Party folks, yeah, they are known for lies. They are known for lies. Let me give you something. Let's talk about this just in GV. Quite recently, I think 2 days ago, one or 2 days ago, the former Liberian president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, was invited by the House of Representatives, quote unquote, the speaker.
Oh, yesterday.
Yesterday, right? Okay, thank you. So when she went to address to address that AUKUS body, she said some things. Then she made some recommendations. And I think she talked about, Liberia has come a long way. So, and in fact, she did her best for this country, so she owes nobody an apology. Those were some of the things she said. And she went on as part of her recommendation to recommend that the part of the Constitution that talks about, that prohibiting people of non-legal descent, prohibiting them from becoming citizens of Liberia, they should amend that part. That's what the former president is saying. They should amend that particular portion. That white men, the one that's stopping white people, that white people can be citizens in Liberia. Because they get Negro. People of Negro descent, that are people who are capable. People who are supposed to be citizens. People of non-Negro descent are people who, the white people, the people who say they can be citizens of our country. Because they are people of non-Negro descent. You see, not part of all. So that white people, they get carried, they do their business. Like you see the Lebanese, they have their stores, they're doing their business. But that, citizenship acquisition, our law prohibits that. They said no. So it is that portion of the law that the former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, is telling us now that we should change that one. We should amend it. We must change that portion to make the white people to become citizens. Yeah? Yes. So let's come back. And that's why I'm saying this. I want you to listen to what I'm about to say. That's why I'm giving the synopsis of the discussion. What I'm about, listen to the analogy. What I'm about to say is that I want to tie into the CDC government in terms of policies. Some of the policies that are working right now under the United Party government, it is a CDC policy. It is a George Weah policy. The issue of harmonization, public university free, George Weah. And the only policy, the only one they're not working right now, they're not dealing with right now, maybe like the one George Weah used to do to pay, doing the time for wax. The wax period, George Weah paid 12 grader, wax fees. Maybe that's the only one they're not doing because I want our money spending. So they don't want to take responsibility. Says because I want to spending money for Liberian children to set their national exam, they're not working on it. Because I want a physical money the government had to pay to the different schools. So they don't want to do that one. But harmonization, the very harmonization, why did George Weah, the proper agenda, why did the government bring about harmonization? For more people to have jobs. That was the intent of the harmonization. That those people because by then, the then President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has created a salary disparity. The gap. Under the Eddie government, they were paying directors. Some directors were making about 15,000, 20,000. Some people were making 30,000 US on a monthly basis. And they were paying them based on the university or the country they went to school. If you got a degree from Howard University, they will pay you higher money. So they will not pay you on the level of credential. So if, for example, that was the salary disparity that Summit Working said, no, we have to settle this. If you got masters and I got masters, because you own a master, you obtain it from university in the United States, and I obtain my own master from it, they will pay, because the two masters are equal educationally. They are equal. They have the same qualification. But because you got your own master in different country, they will pay you more than my own master. The CDC, George Weah government came out and said the money too much. You pay somebody because he said the person not expatriate, because one Liberian man was here, he went to school in America, he comes back here, then he became expatriate. So you pay him extra money based on the same degree? No. So the George Weah government says, if we continue on this trend, more people go out of jobs. So what we'll do, we have to reduce the salary so that more people can get jobs. They brought about the harmonization. That you not reduce it some more, so that more people are on a monthly basis, everybody will be able to get something to take home for their families. So if you're making 30,000 US, my man, 50,000 can sustain you, man. 30,000 US you want? How many families you have? So he said, but that harmonize it. Let's bring it down so that more people can come on the payroll. And those monies that were cut down for those people who are making, higher salaries, those money now they started, increasing the payroll, the size of the payroll, for more people to come and save us sevens. That's what George Weah did. What did George Weah do besides that? I think you heard about, a referendum with 8 propositions on the George Weah government. George Weah said, but the whole thing about dual citizenship, that you can't be citizen for 2 countries and not go. It will not help us. So let's go to referendum. And that referendum, as part of the propositions in the referendum that was conducted under the Weah's leadership, one of the propositions was about dual citizenship. That you can be citizen in Liberia and be citizen in the big country. Just to attract developers in the country. George Weah said that. It was in the referendum. 8 propositions. Yes, that referendum, which was championed by George Weah. Because those CDC folks were sitting on the fence, they were watching everything, all of the policies, because they felt that the George Weah policy was working. If George Weah would have continued in leadership, the Liberian people, almost all of the Liberian people, would have said, oh, George Weah. So they didn't want George Weah from Gibraltar. So like the bro said, the elites, they sat down, they strategized. What can we do to this George Weah? Let me everywhere in a slum community from Gibraltar. Why would a George Weah come? He want to win the minds of Liberia? Look at the kind of policies, and the policies working. More people on payrolls. They said no. We have to change it. So George Weah said, as part of my policy, we'll do referendum. Let's reduce the tenure for our lawmakers. The senator, we should reduce it from 9 to 6 years. The representative reduces from 6 to 5 years. And that's a good thing. Because you get one man 9 years, once that man has 9 years, that man will be there. That man not care. Maybe after 6 years, the man still get 3 more years before the man start going on to the constituents to say he wants to do something. He said, let's reduce it. But all of the proposition under the Weah government, the referendum, they said no to everything, opposition. They didn't support those propositions. And today, the former president, only because the reason why they didn't support or they didn't vote to those propositions, it was not because those propositions in the referendum were not necessary. It was because under whose administration, under whose leadership, those propositions was necessary. But they said they didn't want it to happen under a George Weah leadership. Because if it would have happened under a George Weah leadership, then that would have been, a political achievement for George Weah. They felt that it would have promoted, it would have promoted George Weah. Only because of George Weah. So, but the former president, Eddie Johnson Sally, was in the country. She's a former president. When George Weah proposed that through the referendum, what did she say? What did she say? Did she encourage Liberians to vote to the dual citizenship? No. It was because it was a George Weah. And now the very idea that George Weah brought, some of the ideas, some of the propositions, now the former president is recommending. So they tell you that it was good. But because they didn't want it to happen under George Weah, because he's from Gibraltar. He's a native. He's not some of the elites. He's not Brodsky. He's not Cummings. He's not one of the Congo guys. Somebody from the slum community. Only because. So if any good thing, any good achievement want to happen on the government, only the elites. When they're serving, that's the time it should happen. Once they are not in power, it shouldn't happen. Listen to it. Listen to what the former president said. I mean, listen. Have a listen. Listen to. I think. Okay, sorry. Listen to what Omar said.
Has to do with Article 27B of our Constitution that says, I quote, in order to preserve, foster, and maintain the positive Liberian culture, values, in character. Only persons who are Negroes or of Negro descent shall qualify by birth or by naturalization to be citizens of Liberia. Unquote. Mr. Speaker, Liberia today is above where we were on our independence in 1847. Therefore, we must now make those structural changes that propel us to join emerging African countries that have left us behind. As you may recall, we tried in the past to do constitutional reform. Former interim president, Dr. Amos Sawyer, led the committee that made tremendous progress, but that racist provision was left intact. My plea now is that you consider the necessary amendment to Chapter 4, Article 27B of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Legislator, my second comment has to do with land.
Okay, so you listen to the former president, right? That will help us, propel us to compete with emerging countries who have left us behind. So under George Weah leadership, when George Weah brought about this as part of the proposition in the referendum, there weren't countries that were emerging. Was it not necessary, or was it not appropriate enough to consider that? But now, if that was that was considered under the Weah's leadership, but now we're going far. But now we're making a proposition. You're proposing now to the legislature. You're appealing. You're making an appeal. And George Weah said all of these things. And now that's why that referendum to amend the Article 86 Constitution through 8 key propositions, like I said. Those propositions include allowing dual citizenship and reducing tenure of the president from 6 to 5 years, senators from 9 to 7 years, and the House of Representatives for 6 to 4 years. So that was it. President for 6 to 5 years, senators for 9 to 7 years, representative from 6 years to 4 years. He said all of that. And you voted against it because I was unaware. And now you want it to happen. So let's go to our team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, let me just say this. I am seriously disappointed at the former president, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I'm disappointed. And this is my disappointment. I'm not disappointed because she is raising this issue. No. But this is why I'm disappointed. All of the nations in the world that have embraced, the issue of whoever can become citizen, the first thing that they are able to work on is to have a very strong law that will protect whether you are black, you are white, you are short, or you are tall. That's what they are able to do. Even in the Western world where we find ourselves, there are certain places that even those that are naturalized, there are limitations. There are limitations. Now, when we talk about this issue of Article 27B, where non-Negro and the rest of it, first of all, let's look at ourselves. There was a reason why it was placed in our Constitution. It was not for a bad reason at the time. To protect us. That was the reason. But let's look at the current situation. Do we even have the environment that can be able to promote the Liberianization, law in our country? Let us first of all look at Liberianization law. where our constitution states, our law states, that there are certain things that must be exclusively for Liberians. That certain businesses must be exclusively for Liberians. Are our law enforcing these things? Today we are seeing Chinese people digging saying, and our own law cannot protect us. Our courts cannot protect us. Today we are seeing that people are bringing goods and services to Liberia. They're seeing people that are bringing, how you call, somebody will say maybe in large quantity. They are the same people who selling in small quantity. They refer to themselves as importers. When you go there, these how you call Lebanese stores and all these other big stores around, they refer to themselves as importers. But when you go there, these people will be brave enough. While they're selling Keno cartoon, they will also be selling Keno by one stick. These same people that refer to themselves as importers, they will say they're importing, how you call the thing, agro oil, and they're selling it in huge quantity. You go there, you can go buy 1 sinach of oil or 1 gallon, thereby denying Liberians or people who are supposed to feed from hand to mouth. So before we can talk about dating, let open our constitution, but let's first of all be able to strengthen these laws. It's important. Because if these laws are not strengthened, the people will be at the disadvantage end of our other brothers who have. They will be at the disadvantage end. They will be. So if you cannot strengthen the law, if the justice system is so cruel and so wicked to us, look at the last time. Jessica Lloyd throat was almost slaughtered. She was almost slayed by, how you call, Luca Riches. And when man, what happened to that guy? The next time we saw that man, you were to the airport. The man crank a leg. Somebody said, "Oh, that man a white man, that man American man. You can't take that man." Oh, today, where is Luca Riches? Where is Jessica Lloyd?
Newton, bring bro.
Where is Jessica Lloyd? Today, we are not seeing Luca Riches. He is not around. Let's look at the abuses that are going on. When our people go to this before they get there, they say, "Your justice system in my pocket. I will be." You will not believe it. A Lebanese man telling me, a Liberian, your whole judges, they are in my pocket. Let us look on a Saturday morning, just sit down to somebody store, sit down to Douala area, or sit down, sorry, to what you call Vata area. See how many of our lawmakers, they are making rounds from one store to another. They almost like become people who are visually impaired now, going from store to store, begging money. And because of this, these people deny Liberians to the extent that they gracefully and boastfully say, "Liberia in my pocket, your core system in my pocket." Whether we believe it or we do not believe it, these are the reality. So if you cannot strengthen, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf were there, let's ask our mother, what did you do to strengthen the Liberianization policy? Under Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we saw Chinese people selling tablet. We saw it. People, they were selling tablet. People who call and say investor, they were selling tablet. Passing around selling tablet. People who call and say that they were facing cold water. As we read to how you call Douala. We used to have some kind of area there, Douala, opposite Douala, some kind of Chinese coast story there. I remember, read to, not even to Douala, Nukutan. Right, as you reach to Nukutan junction there, right across, they have some kind of area there, some kind of, I don't call it Korean garage. These people used to be selling cold water and air there. And there are certain businesses that are supposed to be exclusively for Liberians. But today, because our brothers from on the other side who have the money, who can be able to bribe their way through, these people have taken over those businesses, leaving Liberian at a disadvantage end. Just day before yesterday, there was a protest. I mean, figuratively speaking, before yesterday, at the, how you call it, the House of Rep, where the Liberian pharmaceutical stores, those who selling their small drugs, they were protesting. The people are protesting. They say, the people then who bring in the drugs in higher quantity, they can get a chance to be able to sell the one where we can sell in small pack. When we go to the people then who importing, they say they are importer. They are the same people that are selling in plastic again. So until we can be able to strengthen the Liberianization policy, until we can have a justice system that will not sell land to far person, my brother, introducing or trying to scrap this out, in my view, would be a detriment to us. Because whether we like it or not, most of our people, they're living from hand to mouth. That does not mean that we cannot be able to, work on that. But again, let's look at the justice system. Already that law now, the justice system is unfair to us. We're not gonna lock up, brother man. Hey, we tend to slave right away. We be slave. That's my view. I pause here, but we tend to slave right away.
Okay, thank you, Prince.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the rest of the team.
Yeah, thank you. You see, my only concern is from our former president, our political Maradona. I'm beginning to concern. Let me piggyback from what Prince said. I'm concerned. Why now for her? She was there for 12 years and we didn't see her perform. Maybe I missed that, but but then again, it's not late. Why I am for inclusive, all inclusive or nationality to be in a country like America. It take all foreign different nationality that makes up a very good economy here for me. But that's why this country is the greatest country. But let's look at Liberia. We have not even placed a value upon our people. We don't value our people. Talk less of adding a different nationality upon what we already have. It's, for me, to some extent, it's not going to work. And Prince have said it all. Look, the value that we place on foreign nationalities that comes into our country is so high to the detriment of our own people, because Prince said it all. Our people will elevate the foreigners, whether in the white man, the Chinese man, the Lebanese man, before they even put a value on a local Liberian-owned business. We've seen the first-hand play. So the laws has to be very stringent. The laws has to favor like countries like Ghana. Be a white man or not, you can go ahead and apply. First of all, it will take you a very long time to become a nationality or national of Ghana. Secondly, with all of the national citizenship that you will get from there, before you own a business, it has to go through a son of the soil, a black Ghanaian. Better yet, what happens is if Prince is a business owner and me, a white man, I will have to go there and go to Prince and say, Prince, even though I am bringing this business, but you run it. They place value upon the lives of the people. Liberia, we don't do it. I think I gave you an example where one year I was in Liberia and I saw this Chinese guy whipping on this girl because she came to work late. As a matter of fact, I made her a pump tire. And I was very furious, my little brother and myself. I stopped there. I wanted to, God knows what I want to do to this guy. So we don't have the value upon our people, and yet we are trying to bring, so it's a very dicey situation. We have to look at it very critically and do the right thing for our people. That's all I can say to that. But Madam Ellen, I don't know why now, but it's never too late. It's never too late. All right, Jimmy, thank you. We'll move, bro. It's the turn. Let's hear you, bro. Bro, can you get me? Bro, I'm not getting you. I don't know what's happening. You have to, bro, please check your microphone. Perhaps your microphone is muted. Can you check it up? Okay, so let me see. Let me remove you and add you. Yeah, moving. Yeah, bro. Go and come, bro. Okay, let me move. Let me remove you and add you. Bro, can you get me? All right. So bro will join us. Yeah, he will join us. Yeah, he will join us very soon. So don't worry. So yeah. So all of us.
Yeah, and my brother Newton. What is even shocking to me is that let us look at Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, right? Someone who for a very long time have advocated. Let's ask. I mean, relative to her effort in promoting this Liberianization policy, let us ask first. Are these people doing it because they want to promote Liberians? Are they doing it because they want to see a better Liberia? If you ask me, I would say no. It's because they want to satisfy their political gurus, people who have been in their corner politically. They are not doing it because they want to see a developed Liberia. No, that's not what they are doing it for. Let's not deceive ourselves. That's not what they are doing it for. These people have hidden agendas. They have people who have supported them over the period, And they have come now to see how best they can be able to push such an agenda. Because if you think that you are doing it for Liberia, the first thing that you will do is begin to strengthen the law that gives Liberian absolute maybe priority over certain businesses. That's what you will begin to do. You will begin to engage lawmakers to ensure that the laws are respected in Liberia relative to those areas that Liberians should be given the opportunity. Can you imagine under this government? The people are so almost 1,000 permit for people who coming from abroad to come work as store manager, as how you call gas station supervisor, and all these other things. I mean, the ministry of how you call the place, how you call to where Kupakura is. You understand? These areas, they are literally selling out the jobs that Liberians are supposed to do. So Liberian can be well manager. The last time I went somewhere, I saw why you call Lebanese man. Some kind of play. He pumping gas. They say that he is supervisor for the gas for the company here, where the people can take their truck and can't take how you call gas. We pumping it. That the man is supervisor. So I asking the man, say, my man, Liberian there, they are not the people there. They are not honest. Say, look at the nonsense. What you call they are not honest? So if this man is not honest, you can move it or persecuting and bring another person. Is that a justification? Say, oh, Liberians are not honest. So these people are not. Yes, sir.
Prince, let me just ask a question, right? And you know, when you give these guys citizenship, imagine a Lebanese or Chinese man at the House of Rep, or even becoming a senator. That is if the law allows them, because the law wouldn't will not pick and choose at that point, right? But just imagine the influx of how the next of Liberians will be down the drain, because a Chinese man become a lawmaker. He's going to open way for a lot of his Chinese people to start coming. And you know how the Chinese people look. You know how the Lebanese people look. Sooner or later, Liberians will start finding ways, have to leave the country to start going seeking, pastor in other African countries. Because once you allow that, it becomes a loophole. And that's what I'm seeing, I'm beginning to see through former President Ellen. What's happening now? You know, these people are just like, oh.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, very loud. You know, in one second.
Yeah, maybe that because I went on my laptop just now, so maybe I need to set it up on one or two things. I come back on my phone.
Yeah.
But,
so these are all charade, right? These are all played to be able to give the foreign investors way to come into the country and be able to get their leg cut and all the kind of stuff. So you won't legally have these guys to come in our system and infiltrate our system. But that's what it's. Look, man, I've seen right through it. Put a value on the lives of the Liberian people, and then the foreigners can come in and just fall in line with the laws. That's all.
You're right, guys. So, bro.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see, all of us, we almost saying, I think such a law is not bad, but it should go through referendum. I don't think it would be an amendment through the legislators. It's something that President we are even talk about. It should go through referendum. The citizens should vote upon that because that is a constitutional law. Remember, we have three different types of laws in our country. We have the constitutional law, the statutory law, and the customary laws. So you will have to, that particular one is a hardcore decision. So you got to come to the population. Like, for example, when you want to change the tenure of the presidency, the legislators, those things got to go through referendum. Now, in reality, we are in modern time. We shouldn't be afraid of competition. We should compete. But if you want to compete, you will have a set of rules that will be advantageous to you. And those rules are called the legislations that can put things in place that will have you being divided from the natural or the actual inhabitant Liberians and that of people who profiting to be naturalized Liberians. Let's take, for example, we are in the Western world, all the way I'm in France, for example, the people know that you are not a natural French human being. There are some limitations with respect to your opportunities. It is not compared to the man who they know or man or woman who is a natural French citizen. So putting that law into place is not anything bad, but there are some legislations that should be put in place by the legislators. before you bring that. Because guess what? It have its own advantages and disadvantages. One of the advantages is that when you make white people and other people citizens of Liberia, you will have an economic growth. That won't rest and show. That's the fact. You will have massive development in other areas because the white people always invest and the fees secure where they invest. Now white, all foreigners as a whole, every human being by nature love to invest where they have security. That, oh, this is my home. But guess what? So when you open it up, you will get that. But also when you leave it open without having some restriction to the law, you will try to de-enfranchise your own natural born Liberian, those who are real Liberians.
He left our Liberian sister then. He went way more.
That's the next era we come in. No, that's the next era we come in. No problem. It was a good thing. I understand, and Newton. So it's a good thing that that the one Ellen spoke about it. The only thing is that I have problem with her that they always don't want certain things to be done at a particular period of time because they don't want the legacy to go on those individuals. And I believe and the legislators, there were some people can come in. Like some of us, we have laws that we keep, that we know so will bring to that country in time to come. So there should be certain law put in place to protect the citizen before you can bring that referendum to make the non-Negro citizen. It will be better. But without that, don't take the risk. When you take the risk, you will have some issues. So let certain laws be put in place to protect Liberians before now you can bring that. So that's my point from my angle. Because right now, see them selling common. Can you imagine the labor ministry that should be an advocate institution within the government? They tend to commercial institution. In fact, like Mr. Cry, I don't think he understands his role as labor minister. So they're selling white permit. They don't even know that the essence of the labor ministry is to advocate for your people as first priority in getting jobs. But the man turned around and said that money being it, he contributed. When they started the government, really, the man said he was proud to generate and those $6 million to contribute to government cover. It was the first time I just laughed as I see the ignorant old man calling himself lawyer. Is that your function? To generate funds? Who told you the labor ministry can generate money for government? The labor ministry generate workforce for the population to get money. But anyway, my brother, that what we had at the book that are in power. We know nothing.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. We're moving on. We're moving, and certainly we're moving. So our last stop is there's a video on social media in relation to one of the legislators. Yes, one of the legislators. To be specific, fully formula for Bon County, my own county, quote unquote, former district. Fully formula represents former and Sanoye districts. He represents 2 districts. One district is administrative, and one is political. So when it comes to election, the district that is not political, that the administrative district, falls on the political district. So Sanoye district falls on former district. But here's the issue. You remember sometimes when former representative, District 8 representative, the Honorable Akaras Gray, when the man left and went France to marry, a French woman, and a lot of things were said on the very social media, and there were too many criticisms, even ranging from some of those legislators, like the very for the formula. Today he criticized. They have beautiful library with me. Why will Akaras Gray leave from here to go way to France to go get a woman there, as though they don't have beautiful library ladies, educated, very sound enough? And that was their point of argument. Here is for the formula. Fully family represented, fully family. From where around that farmer, that simple river, fully family, they are descended from Couple Barkley. Couple Barkley, during the tribal war, that was one man. Yeah. His daughter became represented for that district before. They call her Couple Barkley. I think, yeah, after her, it is, what's the guy's name there? And one Colette. Yeah, one Colette became representative before fully family succeeded him. Papa Colette, okay, very, very good. Papa Colette. Papa Colette succeeded the former tribal warrior, Couple Barkley. Toto. Boto Barkley, Toto, I mean, Boto Barkley, Toto. Who is Couple Barkley? Now they both away in the village. The man leaves from Liberia, the man go Morocco. They now way down there, they were also in that time, fully family were not represented. The man also in that with Tama Gio, doing small contract or something. Today, he built a leg guest house. He get a guest house that the business and fully family they'll do it or not representative also. Today he becomes representative because he makes more money right now. He has gas slip, a communication, everything are free. Government gives him car, and after every quarter, imagine. And today, for the family, say no for money like bro. They make us wear Morocco to go get one money. Let me play the video. You see the video. You see how like bro. Come on.
So representative, they are not talking anymore. The man from the bush in Bon County, he said he let no Liberian sister no more. So after the wedding, the woman left. She said she can't go to Bon County to live. You know the man has a little squatter in Morovia, right? The woman said play that for her. What they can forget, they will marry high class women in. Yeah. And once you need that position, the women in wrong. He had to buy the house and redo the house because his wife cannot go to Bon County to live. What for the family start getting 250,000 US? What?
So that's a story there. Huh? That is to tell you that you can't say or you can't criticize. They say one who preach equity must come with clean hands. You can say this man did this when he was occupying the very position you occupy today. And you said it was wrong. Why did he leave Liberia to go to the next country? To go to France, to marry there. And you are doing the same thing. You can tell somebody almost like a preacher man saying, do what I say, but don't do what I do. What is wrong with what you do that I shouldn't do? Because the reason why you say this is wrong, when it's wrong in my side or in your side, it should also be wrong in all of our sides. That the way you see it wrong, I should see it wrong when you should have done it. But someone else just did it. And they criticized and today doing the same thing. So I don't want to drag that a little bit because time is fast spent, time is running. Also, I will give at least 1 minute each to our panelists with Diaspora. So let's hear their side, then we can go to the line because no time right now. So guys, Prince?
Yeah, so well, the hate is now clear. What we've been saying is what we are seeing. That these people, what they were doing was not based on they wanted to see a good Liberia. They were not doing it objectively. They were not doing it because they love Liberia. They were doing it out of hate, like we continue to say. Like you said earlier, these were the same people who were condemning everything that was happening in Liberia. To the extent, why must president wear clothes, reaching all the way down to a arm, you wear a shoe, and the shoe not coming from here, why the shoe, then making the shoe in Douala, and this, that. But these are the same very people who are doing just the same old thing. So it's just, I'm grateful that these people are treading this path because it shows to our critics that these people, they had no agenda to rescue the Liberian people. They had no agenda to be able to emancipate the people from their current day suffering. Because if you will be doing the same old thing that you condemn President Weah about, if you will be doing the same old thing that you said it was, somebody will say a haram, it was, a forbidding. If you are doing the same thing, then why you complain yesterday? But it's good that it is happening To them, they are now defending it and saying, no, that's how it's supposed to be. We are one human being, and somebody can stop my choice. But yesterday, you were stopping other people. Yesterday, you used it as a medium to win people vote. Thank God that those 17,000 are now seeing between the lines. That's the good thing about it. Thank God that the minute portion that they won by, we all know that, what happened, all gonna agree about it. But let's agree that the 17,000 are now asking the critical question. But any people say to marry out of Liberia that were batting, how can they doing it? Oh, so immediate people laugh. But they same people told us that we should not be able to support anybody who were in Kosu and Neta. How can I? So the Liberian people are now seeing through the lies and they are making an informed decision. There's the reason why every day you see Liberians are crying that President Weah must be able to speak to them. That's the reason why they are crying and cannot wait for 2029. Because His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah is going to be winning on the first ballot based on what we are seeing. So, that is just that. We are grateful that we've been vindicated. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince. Let's move next. Leo, let's hear you quickly, my brother.
And what we have, let's provide some education here. What we are trying to say here, we are not trying to clamp down on Liberians marrying foreign nationalities, for marrying foreign wives and bringing them to the country. But how it is done, if you frowned upon it yesterday, then it's okay for you to do. Then we come after you. That's what we are trying to do, But it's fine. Go get married to who you want to get married, but don't frown on it. You criminalized it yesterday, but today now it's all good for you. Again, this has vindicated Akaro's greatest point, But for the family, I remember this guy on Spoon on different platform, opening his mouth wide about embezzlement. But this guy was able to take $250,000 to buy a house. In that video, if you watch it lengthily, you will see it.
Yeah, I saw that.
$250,000 for this new lady. Again, it goes back to what I've been saying. Place value. We don't value our Liberian women at all. We do not. Because this woman is supposedly from Morocco and she what light-skinned woman or white woman. This guy is able to spend almost $1 million on her. But your still Liberian sister wouldn't get that kind of value from you. We saw Madara Kopa, the woman who became an advisor to Her Excellency. What she did, she went brought Senegalese, married the guy and brought him in the country. We are not frowning on bringing them. But like my brother Newton said, he that come with equity must come with clean hands. You cannot be clamping down on something where you as if you're doing the same thing. So that's all I want to say to this thing. And we have a speaker who marrying his sister, marrying 4-5 women left and right, no value placed on the Liberian women. So he treats them like trash. So this is the same thing we are saying, my brother. But it's neither here nor there, man.
You're right, Leo. Thank you. So, bro, let's hear you continue.
You see, first of all, and Leo, from the horse's mouth, the man is spending $310,000 because he bought the property $250,000, then he paid $60,000 for upgrade. So from the horse's mouth, which is the guy from Spoon, so that $310,000 is spending. And then let me tell you something. Some of us, we have traveled a lot. We visited a whole lot of countries. The Morocco, you see Tunisia, you see Algeria, you see Libya, they got a culture. All their women got to reach a certain age and get married. Anytime they cross certain age and they ain't get married, they are expired product. But many people don't know that culture. So, Holy Family just got married to an expired Arab product among the female. Go anywhere, anyone who have traveled to those countries, go and ask them. I'm telling you from a first-hand experience. I'm telling you. But you know why? It's a country, big brother.
A misuse and abuse.
Yes. Oh, you don't know? Oh, go to Marrakech. Go to Morocco to get an area called Marrakech. There where those aspire Moroccan ladies go and do their own prostitution for tourists that come. You got certain age. Marrakech is the touristic city. They call the area Marrakech. We have traveled a lot. We get all the experience. So, but he's a country boy who he know all these things. He's a bush big brother who just become representative.
Yeah.
Who just become
from Handy.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Tohina na he
Expire woman from Morocco.
yeah, Tohina na he pa beaten Jew in a girl. Tohino, but I dare you go Morocco, they will be laughing at him when he passing with that woman because the Moroccan, the Arab people get a culture. When you reach a certain age, you must get married and you must be virgin before getting married. If you're not virgin, you cannot get married again. You are an expired product, meaning you fornicated prior to marriage. Nobody will take you. So that lady is a small woman who for the formula got married to. I challenge it. Let you bring it to debate. I know the Arab people, I know them. Even here in France, that's how they operate. So he probably just a blind guy who just married to one finished wasted product from Morocco.
But bro, somebody new thing now.
Yes. But if he understood the culture, he was not going to go that route. He was not going to go that. Let me. There is no Arab in that area of Morocco or Algeria or that area that can come to me in a state where I already exposed and know about them at that age and get married to them because I would know it will be a laugh. I will become a laughing stock in their society. Yes, in Liberia, people might praise me because they belong to the people culture. But in that country, I will become a laughing stock. And let me come back to something. Let me come back to something. You see, Akara's grave that he was provoking. At least Akara's grave got married to a Liberian sister, and he brought her to France on a honeymoon. But the man part, he said all the better get and the best women in Liberia, in my mind, are better women.
Yeah.
I'm married to a better woman. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That people don't know. You understand me? He left the beautiful and well-trained Pele girls. He went straight to Morocco for an expired product that he doesn't know because he's ignorant to the reality. But he's great that he was criticizing. You see how God can beat people? Great that he was criticizing. At least great to Liberian sister and brought on a honeymoon in Paris just to please her for them to live that good. But he said, no, me, I would take foreigner. All of you, I mean nothing. So he ain't great now. He that was criticizing, he ain't great. Who now better? Sorry, people that just waste of time, my brother. Let's just proceed and go to the line.
So let's go to the line now. Let's get your interaction. For those of you listening out there, following via Kings FM Plus Cloud TV and via radio. Let's go to the telephone line 0772-2399-33. We'll take 10 minutes to have your calls because time is running out. 0886-3044-97 and the female line 0777-980375. Let's go to the line. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where do you call from?
Thank you for having me. My name is Victor P. Tabo, coming to New Sergeant Play. I do join you from Patrick to be precise. Dakwita.
Victor, go ahead. Victor, you have 1 minute. Go to the point quickly. No time.
Brother, I have a concern. My concern has to do with Madam Salif, who trying to tell us that we should make white people to become citizens in our country. When she was president for 12 years, she didn't do that. She wants to prove to Liberian people that she so hate Joseph Juma Burger, so she wants to make Joseph Juma Burger go wicked more to Liberian people. This is why she's speaking her idea. I expect Madam Salif to be speaking about people homes that are breaking this place as a veteran, political veteran, as she claimed to be. She living the capital issue affecting the people in the country, but she's fighting for women to become a citizen because she is a German woman because our problem to the truth, they make her president. So therefore, she want other white brothers and sisters to become president. She should be talking to Donald Trump to stop the war in Iran, in all of the other areas that they are killing people today.
Thank you. Let's hold you there. We have 1 minute. Is exhausted. Let's move next to the diaspora line. Good evening.
Yeah, gentlemen, good evening. How you guys doing?
We're okay. What's your name, sir?
I'm Leo Swore. I'm calling from Minneapolis, St. Paul, MSP, the USA.
All right, let's hear you. Let's hear you, Leo.
Okay. Yeah, gentlemen, look, I think we having a debate that is more overdue. The debate of naturalizing white or people of color, right? We talked about it. One thing I think we mentioned in Liberia is that the only way we can have that thing ready final last is that we will have a president. I always told people, Liberia is a society that does not have no fixed agenda. The agenda of Liberia is going to last in the hands of the president. The president gets what he wants, what he or she wants. So, if we get a president, I will say, look, we respect the rule of law to the letter, no matter who you are, whether you billionaire or you there or you ordinary citizen or not. Once we have a president, that's say, look, the law is the law. Like the old man out. Now, old man get no shit. That's it. Old man will end up in favor. The law, but we're not in favor, then change it. Then go to all getting or what's citizenship because for me, like what you mean, the town of Paris or whatever. I believe in competition. I'm not for no one man. I'm not for no one man. I believe in competition and I want one man to be in Liberia. But the rule of law is very paramount. It doesn't have strong rule of law. Believe me, we never go anywhere. Then that element of the position will be a waste. It will be a serious blow and judgment to the ordinary Liberian. Not me, ordinary Liberian.
You're right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Leo. We appreciate your contribution tonight on the show. Let's move next to Emmanuel Nimle is on the line. Emmanuel, good evening. Welcome. 1 minute. Let's go.
Okay, good evening, Newton, and to the guys in studio. This is Emmanuel Nimne, and I call from Minnesota, Brooklyn Center. Gentlemen, you guys, thank you so much for the topic on the discussion, and which one of the information I got about the Magay issue, at least Magay have been vindicated from the so-called corrupt issue they have with him. But I want to look at Madam Ellen Johnson said his statement in different way. I actually want to appeal that you give me actually. Let me look at her statement in a different way. This is it. Madam Ellen Johnson said he spoke on the anger. In a sense, hello?
Yeah, you gotta be brief and Emmanuel.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Go ahead.
Madam Ellen Johnson said he spoke in a sense like this. Madam Ellen Johnson said she was asked on the world stage, who are you going to turn this country over to since your 12 years are elapsed? Madam Ellen Johnson said it is time for the young generation to take over. And she proved it by all means, and then she allowed President Weah to become president. But Ellen Johnson said allowing through the process for President Weah to become president, it got the United Party angry. Baple then insulted that woman from the United Party. Pojo then insulted that woman. They even took the woman from under the party. What I want Ellen Johnson said to say today? Ellen Johnson said turn the country over to the common people. The common people went and turned around again and took the country and turned it back over to a person that she rejected. So what I want the only woman to say today? What I want her to say? She just have to take a side now because the Liberian people make the woman shame.
You're right.
When you hear a woman talking about, when you hear a woman talking about they should break people's houses down. She was speaking out of frustration.
Emmanuel, we gotta hold you there. No time. Let's hold you there, Emmanuel. Sorry, but we gotta hold you there.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, Maurice Kamara calling from Japan Freeway.
Maurice, no time. Make your point 1 minute. Let's hear you quickly.
Okay. Concerning about this dual citizen business we're talking about, really fine, but another will be now because we're doing now, it means that what you say against 2029 election. So what I do?
No, they're not talking about dual citizenship. Listen, they're not talking about dual citizenship. They're talking about people of non-Negro descent to become citizens, which means for white people to become citizens of Liberia. It's different from dual citizenship. Different from being citizen of Liberia, be citizen for a different country.
Yeah, it's just like you say dual citizenship. We don't have a shadow to implement.
Yeah.
Now, let them go to election about it. Let them see, but let them be 2029. Let them mix up with the referendum.
Okay.
For the 6 years, whether the
try to bring down to 5 years. Senator got to 6 years. Representative got to 5 years. All that thing that they voted for him. But after he will be whole, he will be good. But only for 2029 they implement.
Okay. So, all right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. Let's move to the line. Joseph Colley is on the line from the USA. Joseph, good evening. Welcome to Face the Issues. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Newton, and to my brothers on the show, Bora, Leo, and Prince. Look, my people, Liberian people, this is Joseph Colley calling from New York. Look, we got to prioritize things. We got to put our house in order before all these shenanigans. The law is not even strict. When we got a government who is circumventing the law, then you walk past this kind of thing, you just bring in a lot of old people there to take advantage of our people when they come there because they got the money. You understand? They will get around the court to know how to move around, to do anything to our people. We need to put the law, the court system got to be working. The Liberian people see it that, yeah, it's working for them. Before you can invite people, you can go in your house, you say you're having a party, the whole place is dirty, then you're calling people to come in the house for party. Does that serve us good? When we got these guys breaking the law, how to call it, molesting our children, breaking people's homes and things they don't care. Then you say, yeah, you're going to invite other people to come now. When other people come, they got money, what's happening to the poor people? There will be more rounds that will be created. Because a lot of white guys are thinking because they're white, my brother and sister, and we were not here, we know. I'm lying to you, one next time, we'll start having a lot of child abuse, we'll start having our women, especially the lonely women you're talking about. You start doing some of those kind of funny things, then you also don't know what will you say. The man go to the court, you buy themselves out and get out. So we got to put things in order first before we can start exploding with kind of things. God bless you all, brother. You have to do here.
Okay, Joseph, thanks for your participation. We appreciate it. Let's move to this line. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Okay. Hello, sir.
I'm getting you. What's your name, sir? I'm getting you.
Okay. This is Chief Moses Wakori, and I'm filming you from around the highway resident right near the airport.
Moses, go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you, Moses.
Brother Newton, I appreciate your discussion and your co-host in studio. But actually, what Brother said that's true. More than women, they don't marry you. They don't marry different, tribe and national when they are fortunate. They only marry you when they are fortunate. They have been destroyed, and there is no man to marry them. So I just pay Sarah for my labor, 40 formula, who go take that over age. You check that woman age above 50 or 47 because they can never marry young, different tribe or different national. So for the formula, they just proving the order because we put up for them because I'm from Bongane, right? And then we send them in the harbor legislature for them to make law so that the country can change, so that they can make good law for our country to be good. But they refuse it because of the food, because of the free and all.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Let's hold you there. You have exhausted your minute. Edmond Kai is on the line. Edmond, good evening. Welcome to the program. Face the
Good evening. Yeah, thank you, Newton. Let me say good evening to my parents in the US there. Everyone, they marry, retire. They want to mortgage agree. Everything these guys ever criticize the CDC government as official above, they are even doing it more than us. And who the United Party people are following. They claim that the only reason why Akara Gray lost the election it was because he went to France. They were not able to drink some of your wine. They were not able to eat some of your cake. Who determine where you want to get your wife? Nobody. That's not for you. Look, I am interested in this quote-unquote criminal indictment cases that they are having over our people and vindicating some of them. No, it's not need to be celebrated. What are the party people that are doing? They are trying to validate their argument. Because from the genesis of the CDC government, the guys were pushing that
All the guys she leave from around President Weah. President Weah is a good man, but Nathaniel Marquez should go. Jeff Coaching should go. Samuel Tua should go. Pure Traveler should go. That was the argument according to them. They were all corrupt. Do you remember when the guy said Nathaniel Marquez took $4 million and buried it when his mother he got any there? They ran without narrating yet. Then today he's vindicated. Somebody thinks we should be dancing around here. No, we knew that he was not a corrupt guy. And the guy who resigned served at just 9 months in Grandma Ellen Johnson studied government to go serve a party. Then his party will come, he will go and go do that kind of thing. But because these are the guys that were protecting President we are telling Joe Boakai that you are vulnerable in the executive mansion that what they wanted to happen to President we at the time. So that is the reason they were after the guy. But here we are, but we are saying we are on top of our game. Don't you tell me say you want to use the guy's story to indict 12 employees in jail or court to say, oh, we're not wish one thing. You are wish one thing our guys, free all of them because they are now criminals. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Ed Bokai. Let's go to the line. Good evening.
Good evening, Victor.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? I'm not getting you. Coming distorted. Your line is so terrible. You coming distorted. Your line is so terrible.
Are you getting me now?
I think it's much better now. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Nito. Once again, I've said I'm out there this time here. Very discussion from Omega Market and legacy of former President Weah. Oh, Nito, let me say this. When I study talking about white people being citizens at this time in this war or in our country now, what are she on there that the Chinese doing to Liberia that is good? Or in the Indian, what are she on there that they doing to Liberia that is good for which for white people to become citizens? Therefore, this war, where we live, have to be very careful. Presently in our country, we already fighting land crisis now. Those people, when you allow them to come here to become citizens, in fact, for me, my suggestion is if Liberia, we want for white people to become citizens, let our country be a federal state. That the other state that will agree to it, and they can live by it, but not the whole country because it will be very dangerous to us. Even in this country, there are 4 countries that you have the Indians there, personally, the Majidi of NATO. Go there, you see the Indians that when they are in question, even water that the people used to fish in, when they go there, they can arrest the people and send them over to police.
Right.
Indian people, they have to wear that. Go there, get it. He has carried the people arrest the people and send them over to their own like national police staff, beating the people for their own weapon. If they right that they cannot put you can do them for a
All right, my brother. Let's take the final caller. Then we cross over to our diaspora team for parting comments. Good evening. Yes. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. You know, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I called my people now down Coast Phone Hill, with the community. Thank you very much, Nito. I think it is now time to say the truth to Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and her peers. This is not the time to play with us. It is the same Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf who spent thousands of our money here getting to Gloria Musu Scout, and it came out with our 4 proposal that was put forth in the referendum that they campaign against and defeated. And she's coming today to start to lecture us again with another thing that will undermine us. Let's tell Madam Ellen Johnson that if she has nothing to offer us, let her go and sit down. What she did to this country, by destroying this country for 14 unbroken years that led us to where we are today, if she has nothing to offer us, let her go sit down and start playing with our minds here. We are not interested in it. She should not create another or avenue that will put us in another predicament. Stop this. Go sit down, madam. You didn't know what you went there for yesterday. You just went to, I don't know what you went there for.
All right, Sabu, thank you. Sabu, you are the final caller. We have to hold the rest of the callers there because there's no time. We have exhausted the time for our callers. We cross over next to our diaspora team for parting comments. Please.
Let me just say thanks to all of the people who call, family members who call, and all those who are contributing through the comment section. And I want to say thanks to panelists. As you may be aware, the CDC USA will be having her national convention on June the 24th to the 28th in this particular year in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. So we are gearing up for that particular, auspicious occasion where we know that there will be, partisans that will be coming from Liberia, leaders from Liberia and other parts of the world that will be coming to grace this identical convention here in the USA. And that will be held in Philly. So we are, encouraging all, continue to pray for us here in the US. We are going for our own national convention. The CDC USA is one of the biggest auxiliary. It's not an independent body, but it's one of the biggest auxiliary. And, here politically, it can be charged. So, remember us and keep, following what we do as far as the information is concerned. We also want to say to the Liberian people, brace yourself. We are in this. You're listening to what Mr. Bueka said. Imagine in his own, cabinet meeting. This man was brave enough in his cabinet meeting to tell the Liberian people, when they talk about bread and butter, it is where they play what we have. We're not going low for bread to put butter inside and give to people. Imagine a president who took over with a rescue plan, checking the Liberian people up. But it's not strange. All we need to do is to continue to engage, is to continue to expose this government every move and get ourselves ready as we get towards 2029 in ensuring that His Excellency President Weah can be re-elected. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Okay, Prince, thank you too for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next Friday. Thank you so much. We appreciate. So move next. Either of you, bro. Who's coming first?
Let me say thanks to our listening audience via social media and radio land. It's been good. Thank you, Nidon, for conducting the show. We also want to announce to our listening viewers that they can also make a suggestion as to how they want to see the Diaspora show go. They can they can chip in a suggestion and we will take it. We want to make this show exciting for you guys. And so thank you to my brother bro for championing this. That's what we want to do. We want to serve you guys the right way. We just don't want to bring the politics to you guys, but we also want to make this show fun for you guys to also come in and chime in. But with that said, look, our country is in big trouble. We have a speaker who's in the news for all the wrong reasons. We have sodomization is on the rampant in our country. Demolition is on the rampant in our country. The latest news that I saw, I think last night, my brother in Newton, is over 70,000 people now that are homeless due to demolition. It's sad. Our state of security is heavily compromised. Boko Haram is in the country. I understood that a gentleman was arrested yesterday, one of the champions of Boko Haram. So, like I said in another platform, whenever you leave your security open, your borders open, what happens is what we call sleeper cells. Sleeper cells are small groupings. They will go and start creating the cells in other places, and sooner or later you will have no Liberia.
In fact, Leo, just what you say. But look at what the government did. You taking the Ministry of Transport, the statutory responsibility that ministry supposed to have. He gave it to foreign company. People that come back over here, but I saw if Lebanon has but something like that. So imagine because they have some sensitive information.
So much
that you will be getting about your country. Security is sensitive. Security information. Because they're doing registration, for lesson players, driver lessons, issuing driver lessons. I think it should be Liberia because they have the Ministry of Transport has that statutory responsibility, but then giving Liberia traffic punishment for foreign companies because those they are important information that are giving our country going out through those companies, foreign companies.
And you are right. So that's what we are talking about. If you don't respect your own nationality, if you don't respect your own people, foreigners will definitely not come in there and respect them. You are acting as if what is there to fix the license plate that Liberia cannot do? We have engineers in our country. We have doctors in our country. But when you turn to overlook your people, it gave room for foreigners to come and step on the necks of our Liberian people. So we are going to be flagging these things, and we look forward to a better Liberia. We are asking our people to come. 2029 is right around the corner. We are going to go on the first ballot. No excuse. We will leave no stone unturned. With that said, I want to say my respect to you all. My brother, bro, good to see you, my man. You look very presidential in that picture. I saw it. Like you posted in the chat room. Thank you.
Yeah, my man.
And we say we are grateful to you too. We are humble. We salute you, Leo. He's so supportive.
Leo, remain until we can leave.
And then we'll talk after the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for participating. And bro, the other day I saw your representation. You represented the Liberian community there in France, man. That was so nice. Yeah, I saw the information.
So presidential, my man.
Yeah,
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to split myself into two. I'm the president for the Liberians in France.
You see that? So if he represented, Liberian community, the Liberian community there, and in fact, in his speech, he made recommendation. He didn't just say, I'll deliver his speech. He said, I will deliver the speech, then I will make recommendation. The way, yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Continue, kudos. Go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Newton and my brother Leo and Prince. You are right. I'm the president for the Federation of Liberian Associations in France. We had 9 associations that formed the federation. So I'm the president for the federation and representing all of the Liberians here in France. So often government will have, most often people don't have choice whether the government of France, whether the government of Liberia or Europe. When it's sent for the community, we got to represent the community. So we're always there. So this Gonta, I represented the community on behalf of the Liberian here to the government of Liberia when they hosted a program in Belgium, to be specific, in Brussels. So I was there and I did my little thing that I could do. And then Prince, So Prince, I want to also tell you that probably will be in the US. I try to find a time with my workplace so that they can give me that time to attend your convention. We'll be there. We might be there, but I just want to find that time so they can give me that late 1 week and not easy. It can be easy. But then that go to Mange.
Make that possible. I will host you.
No problem. I will do that, Leo, so that we can come at least to grace the occasion. Then we have Mange issue. You see, Mange, thank God, Mange was exonerated. That is a clear cut on the issue. The citizenship, as I said, the citizenship for foreigner, for me, is not bad. The only thing is that let the legislations be put in place to protect your own natural born citizen before you can open that corridor for others. Because we are in global war, we shouldn't be afraid of competition. We here in Europe, in the Western world, work with white people, competing with them. We even getting to know that we are even more brilliant than some of them. So don't see them like that, because probably you look at their color, but all of you have the same thinking capacity and you can do this greater things than even them. One example is President Weah that will follow today. President Weah came from Liberia, Gibraltar, Grand Crew, Gibraltar, and he came to the Western world and overpowered them. So it has to do with your self-determination. Today, white people worshiping. So we have to look at that. Then we talk about the Foley issue. Is a fight. Except people who don't know the culture, the Arab war, when women reach at a certain age, especially for that older woman that Foley marriage, is an expired product. That is a fact. Foley just don't know it. So he just jumped into her because maybe when he was small, he was dreaming. The day I get big mama, I will marry a well woman. So that he dream, he tried to realize through expired product, perhaps. So that's what's going on. So, but that's the reality. That's the reality. Then I want to say, I don't like to call the people who watching us as followers. I don't like that word. They are our fellow classmates. And we want to say thanks for monitoring the coming to class and making us for all of us to participate. As my brother Leo said, please suggest how you want the program to be so that we can also upgrade from that angle. Thank you to Teacher Light. Thank you to His Excellency, Dr. and President George Manan Weah for this opportunity granted us to always appear on his station. We are grateful. Thank you very much.
And Newton, 1 minute. 1 minute. J Rally Teddy, you want an invitation? Go in my inbox. And I'll give you all the information to the convention in June. So go in my inbox, and I'm also, let me just announce to my North Carolinians, it is at that convention that I'll be coronated as the chairman for CDC North Carolina chapter. So please, I'm counting on you.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, all right.
Thank you. My brother Ranija, Vasco, and all of that, and Newton, you'll be seeing me shortly. I will not give the date here, but I will let you know. we gotta be strategic on our movement.
We gotta be secure the money.
There you go. I will go marry, aspire, and left over.
Okay, folks.
Been a good show, man.
That's all the time we have to be with you. Thanks ever so much to you for being there. And one of the things that you people folks running around with, they feel there, They are seeing the price of gasoline is skyrocketing. Yeah. It's going up. In fact, they will attribute to the war in the Middle East. The people say they are blocked the Strait of Hormuz, where all and ships that are bringing gasoline, sending gasoline to other part of the world, to Europe, other place. And now the Iranian soldiers say that the Strait of Hormuz, that whole place is no go zone now. That's why they come and say. But during we are maintaining the price of commodities, the price of other basic stuff and all of that. When they have, an epidemic in this country.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what they say. But,
Nathan, the guys came out, what's his name? The minister, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. He came out and said, the war in the Middle East will not affect gas prices. Then 4 days later, he comes back. He comes back. They are ill prepared. They don't know what they're doing. And they are just exposing themselves,
Thank you. And that's the attitude we're talking about. So first, many thanks to all of you. And big thank goes to the great attorney at law, Abraham Garcent Williams. I call him the person. For me, I say he's somebody, and he has an empathy of knowledge. Let me put it that way. He's somebody who believes in people. Somebody who believes that's why God keeps helping him. God keeps blessing him. So the great attorney at law, thanks so much for giving up the time, giving us the opportunity to sit on this platform. This is one of the biggest platforms across the country right now. There's no doubt about it. And that's the reality. There's no doubt. So we say we're grateful. We're so grateful to you. The great Anthony Abraham Garcent. Thanks so much for you. Our good followers who joined us today on the show, making it to work, making it to succeed. We are so grateful. Let's keep fighting for our country. This is the only country we have. And we can never be deported from this country. This country is ours. So let's keep fighting until I join you next Friday. My name is Newton Topa. Big thank you to our diaspora team who joined us later. So thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have yourself a pleasant weekend. Bye.